Greetings and welcome, fellow Patricians, to another episode of Let's Play Patrician 3. Right, what are we doing? Making money, I guess. Right.
Usante spiritus linguas tanquam in nis in apostolos descendens. Amen.
Alright, that's quite enough of that. So, trying to follow the advice I've been given as to let that thing run a little bit longer, to make sure that I will not get the heresy charges, I believe. I'm not sure it actually matters, but I'll take your advice on that, because I clearly do not know enough about this game. Now, right now, really the only way for me to increase my overall profits is to extend the market a bit more. So I need to find places where I can deposit iron goods, because that's frankly still the only thing I have in surplus that will guarantee at least a modest amount of money. I think Hamburg is probably beyond my reach. At least I think that if it has one of these, it's behind a river, which means I can only reach it via a crater or smaller. And frankly, that's not worth my time at this stage, which also means Cologne is beyond my reach. Well, who cares about Cologne? And it doesn't really have all that much. I mean, the wine is nice, because this is probably one of the few places where they can actually produce wine, I think. I mean, they can do something in Groningen, but that's it's not great. And other than that, I don't think anywhere else actually produces wine to any real degree. Alright, so Edinburgh is not really worth it. Hamburg would be nice, but can't reach it. Although there is the other option, of course, of going via the land route. That's not really the most useful to us right now, though. Let's see, I was going to set up a hunting lodge, but I need lots of money for that. For which we are waiting for the thing to finish. And we are in the middle of winter, so stockpiling on important stuff might be useful, like beer. And currently we have nothing in storage, right? Well, now I'm a little conflicted now to do this, because beer in itself is a great product to sell, because everyone needs it and they go quite rapidly through it, so there's a great deal of profits that can be made on the margin, but you do need to make it in bulk, otherwise you kind of don't get the benefit of that. Unfortunately, of course, that does mean that I would need to set up factories or, well, workshops and all that in a number that I currently cannot afford to do. Because, let's see, the breweries are 10,000 a pop at the moment because, well, because of that. Currently we don't have the money because we just left with the fleet, because we finished selling our stuff. Yeah, that would be the next thing though. It wouldn't be quite profitable for me to set up both a farm and a brewery, as well as the necessary amount of wood I would need to produce, but that's not really necessary either way, because this is a place where, not a church. Yeah, timber is produced here, so I could probably buy it fairly cheaply. Yeah, it's almost at market cost, so I can probably make use of that. Well, at least the rent is still good. I've also been advised to not bother really with the half-timbered houses. Yeah, I can see that. The half-timbered houses really are not worth much. I could drive it to rent a bit, that might make it worth more, but overall, you're probably gonna lose on half-timbered houses. I'm mostly doing it because I know that I want to have the poor people happy enough that they will promote more quickly. And for that they do need to live somewhere. And right now there's just not enough other merchants in town that really want to speed up the works. I'm kind of the only one that does that. Now, I could wait for the town to build it, but the town really waits until there's actually until this counter reaches 100 before it even bothers to try that, which is a little bit bothersome for me. Alright, well, I'm considering setting up a trade route over to this side for, let's see, Ripen, Bremen. No, Bremen doesn't need it. Groningen, Bruges, London. Yeah, London would also be good. And then Scarborough and Edinburgh are just not worth my time with the iron goods. I mean, if at all possible, I probably would want to set up production chains over on the other side of Sjælland, because frankly, until they build the canal here, that route is just not going to be very profitable because of the long way it needs to go around. I mean, it takes close to a week before they can get around. Alright, well, we're not losing all that much money, but we're certainly not gaining very much in the process. Who is this? Lars Danielson. How many other merchants are in this town? Can I see? So it's not even one of those. Well, really, they want to iron goods again? Well, considering I am wanting to put a beer factory over here at some point, it might be worth employing administrators to sell the iron goods to in a more permanent basis, because it will also allow me to set up more shops, more things in the future. It's not really relevant right now. Timber is fairly cheap here, but we still need it. We need loads of timber in order to support our businesses. Make sure we're not overstocked on pitch. Probably not, because we've been building lots of ships. Right, let's just speed up. Right. Now what I kind of want to do is replace the Hildegard with a Kreia. But I don't quite have the resources for that. I'll just advance a bit until we can actually get that going. Alright, the Baltic Venture needs to repair, that's fine. Alright, let's execute that. Yay! I have promoted! Alright, let's slow down a bit. Merchant house is ready. We are overstocked somewhere. Is it here? Just about. It might be worth putting down another warehouse at some point. Well, I'm not gonna fuss too much about that. Alright. Well, the half-timbered houses are almost up to capacity again. Despite it not being a great investment, I'm fairly certain that if I push it, I'll wait until it's at least above 90% in the old dwellings, a little bit higher than this. I can probably make a decent enough money with it and keep the population going, but... Alright, so they made some money, of course. I am broke. Rival is frozen, well, that's to be expected. It's no longer frozen, I guess. Alright, so this ship is to be launched on the 24th. Alright. Right. Riga is now fully ready. Hildegard made a little bit of profit. Right, so I'm basically waiting until this text becomes clickable again. I'm presuming that means that the game considers me having attended the ceremony. And I can close it again. Alright. How is our money doing? We're making some profit, but admittedly... Alright, so Reval is frozen, Doga is frozen, Novgorod. Not our concern. In long-term plans, I probably want to... I kind of want to have a ship available for my own personal use, so I can ferry around construction materials and all that, rather than having to rely on my fleets to do it. Because that's not really all that practical, I guess. Right, so what do you all have on board? Just fish and iron goods. That's fine. Do they need fish here? Not really. They don't make fish here, do they? No. So they're just being supplied very well. Well, fishing was always going to be a long shot. But they do need fish here, so definitely gonna do that. How's this town doing? Oh, they're doing alright. Picked up some honey. Surprisingly, they still have plenty of honey around. Alright, how's my production facilities over here? They're still running fine. How am I doing on production? I got so much pig iron. I can't sell it effectively. I mean, right now I'd probably still make a profit if I sold some, but let's not tempt fate. Let's see, I need hemp for the fishery, right? Yeah, a little bit. So let's make sure we always have a supply of hemp in the office. Were you picking hemp up somewhere? I don't think I set it up anywhere. Alright, let's first actually determine which town makes best hemp. So you make decent hemp. And I make hemp as well, so... the farm is probably not producing all that well. I mean, it's 0.6 in February. Yeah, it might be enough to support our fishing. For now, I'll just leave it be. Because I need to focus on making money. And we are still a little bit away, so let's actually just speed things up a bit. Because we can still got tax bills. Alright, rent is fine. Alright, we are seriously going over. Is that here? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that won't really do much. I'm definitely gonna need a warehouse here. How much is that? 10,000? Because I need to buy some timber. Well, alright. Bye-bye money. There's gonna be more land taxes that I'm gonna have to pay, but well. Alright. Let's see, in the world there's overall peace, as far as I can see. I'm not seeing any signs that anyone is getting... Oh no, Cologne is being sieged, but that's beyond what I'm caring about. Alright, still 10 more days before my ship comes out. This is getting mildly concerning, although we are below points again. Alright, let's get rid of some bricks. And pitch-wise, we are doing fine. I mean, if there's any other place that is creating iron goods, I might be able to sell some more pig iron, although not many places where you can do that. And in all likelihood, those are very well stocked, to say the least. Alright, we'll just leave it be. Ship trade. Get some profits, that's fine. Alright, Hildegard has arrived again. Yeah, we're just not chewing through our pig iron quite fast enough. If I was rich enough, I might consider setting up another workshop. Because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. I mean, the meat is absolutely brilliant, but we are clearly overstocking supplies here. A little bit. At least that's good for the population. Church could do with an extension, yeah, I'm sure it could.
Usante spiritus linguas tanquam in nis in apostolos descendens. Amen.
And I'll give you 4,000 for an extension. Make the people like me. Alright. Money-wise, we're doing quite well. Still not quite ready to go on with the objective here of making a hunting lodge. How effective can I be with salt? Quite effective. I do believe you need salt for using the hunting lodge to cure the skins. The salt should be relatively cheap here. And at least I won't have to import it, because that's always going to be something that's troublesome. Alright, 3 more days. Just speed the works. Alright, let's see. You have timbered houses. Probably almost full. I mean, they have to be, because otherwise you're not getting where you need to be. Above 700, they sort of break even. So my merchant houses really could do with some more people, but that's not gonna happen unless they promote. Right now they're happy, so they're coming in. That's good. Alright, well that'll have to do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.